Welcome to another video. My name is Stéphane Gonville and I have a website called freedomacademyhq.com where I try to help people overcome their shyness and their social anxiety. So today I'd like to share with you guys what I do specifically in social situations to calm myself, I've been practicing a lot of this stuff for the last couple of years now, and so I've kind of fine-tuned my method that works for me. So I just want to share with you what I do when I feel nervous, and basically I can sum it up all in one word: non-resistance. Basically that's what it comes down to, whereas before I used to try and fight my anxiety, and I tried to make it go away, and I tried to push it away, and I tried to fight my thoughts even, and I tried to one up on my negative thoughts, because I was learning a lot about cognitive behavioral therapy, and that's what they told me to do. It's like you'll have a lot of negative thoughts, and what you need to do is just bring up more realistic thoughts, But for me, I don't know for you guys, but for me personally, and I've heard a lot of people they had the same experience for me, trying to fight my thinking patterns, that didn't really work for me, like at all. And as soon as I find a more realistic thought, another negative thought would come up, and it was this endless battle. So basically what I started doing is this thing called non-resistance. And basically what it is basically that I now, instead of fighting my anxiety, I let it take me over. So you might be thinking like, wait, why would you do that? Like the whole point of overcoming social anxiety is to not feel it anymore. But this non-resistance approach is the gateway to not feeling it anymore. There's research that's been shown that has proven that emotions typically last no more than 90 seconds. Typically, if you let them express themselves. And by expressing themselves, what I mean is that you need to let emotions do their thing, So if you feel anxiety somewhere in a social situation, and you're like, okay, I need to get rid of this anxiety, and you're trying to, battle your thoughts, battle your emotions, you're fidgeting, you want to escape, maybe you do avoid the situation altogether. By doing that, your anxiety is going to go up, and your emotions are going to stay there much longer because you're not letting whatever comes up in your body express themselves, So that's the non-resistance approach, is basically feeling whatever there is to be felt, and by doing that, your anxiety is going to come up, but it's going to last a lot less longer than what you used to do before by fighting it. And also it's going to be much less intense. So whenever I feel anxiety now in the social situations, I basically bring my focus to the sensations in my body that the anxiety creates. And you know what I say? I say, anxiety, take me over. Do whatever you need to do, So by doing this, it's like I can feel the anxiety coming up, and because I'm focusing on it, I'm self-aware of it, it's a mindfulness technique, right? So I bring my focus to it, and I can just kind of be there with the anxiety, and I don't try to get rid of it, I don't try to fight it, I don't try to push it away. But by doing that, everything becomes more simple, It becomes easier to bear. It's like the anxiety, if I was trying to fight it, it would be kind of like a crippling anxiety where it feels bad and it feels painful, and it's like, oh, disgusting, But by doing this approach, the non-resistance approach, and you let it take you over, the anxiety becomes much easier to bear, and it becomes much lighter. It's like I can feel the anxiety, and I'll just bring my focus to it, and I might even do some breathing techniques, which I talk about in some other videos, and I'm going to do some more videos on it too, like diaphragmatic breathing. And I just focus on that, and I can let the anxiety be there, but guess what? it's like my anxiety leaves much faster, and it's much less intense. So I just wanted to share with you guys what exactly I do. It's that non-resistance. I just let it happen, and I try to focus on the sensations that the anxiety creates inside my body, and I just bring my focus gently to them. It's like I feel it a lot here when the anxiety comes. So what I do is I breathe into it, and then I just, on my exhale, I kind of like just release it. And it's like I'm one with the anxiety. Instead of trying to always battle it, I'm just there. And it's kind of like I'm just looking at it and being like, yeah, okay, I feel kind of shitty right now. And you know what? That's okay. And I don't try to fight with it. It's just kind of becomes part of you, And I find that like when you do that, anxiety doesn't know what to do, and it just kind of like disappears, kind of, and it's a much gentler way to deal with anxiety. And I don't want to get into this now, but it's actually a really great tool to deal with social anxiety, because most people that have social anxiety, they think that they need to fight the anxiety and never feel it again. But you're much better off to learn how to deal with it and how to do the stuff that you want to do in spite of it, because anxious situations are going to come up in your life for your entire life, and it's not always going to be rosy, and there's going to be some challenging situations from here, and it's not something that you should expect to always feel relaxed, because that's a fantasy. The people that are trying to sell you that, the people that are trying to sell you the products that tell you, hey, do this for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and you'll never feel anxiety again. They're trying to sell you something, I mean, it's a cool fantasy to think about, and it'd be awesome if it actually was possible. But these people are, sorry to say, they're lying to you, You're much better off by learning the skill of being able to deal with anxiety when it comes up than trying to get rid of it. So guys, if you like these videos, make sure to subscribe and make sure to drop me a comment box below. Tell me what you think about this. Also, if you want my personal help, you can either go on my website, which I'll link below, or drop me a comment box, a comment in the comment box below with a little bit about your certain situation that you're going through right now, and I might do a video response to you. Okay, so guys, again, I wish you a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.